Well, good morning, my Galilee friends and family. This is Paula, and I'm in front of my tree and mantle, and as you can tell, it's getting close. The birth of Jesus. And I think for a lot of us, this time is busy, um, the hustle and bustle, and it's been nice to take time out on Wednesdays to um, go to the Advent service. I've had the pleasure of going to the Advent service at noon after our lectionary study and then having lunch. Sometimes I say, sometimes I don't, but I come back in the evening and have a fellowship with everyone. And boy, it's been a pleasure. I've got to sit down, really sit down and talk to people that, I mean, I know, but really haven't had conversations with or meaningful conversations. And it's been really a wonderful experience. And so I'm glad that I made all 4 weeks and now I'm ready for Christmas Eve. And that's always a pleasure in going to church. But it was funny, I was reading this ad and it said, for those of us feeling tired, it's because this is what the world tells us the season is all about. And I think this is funny. Shop till you drop, get your tinsel in a tangle, and deck the halls and not your family. And I'm thinking, well, that's fairly true. It's so commercialized, and that's what they're it's what we hear. Rarely do you hear a commercial that tells you about what Christmas Eve and Christmas Day is all about. Um, and so, if you are looking for comfort, Luke 2:11, for comfort. For unto you is born this day on the city of David a Savior who is Christ the Lord. This is our reason for the season. Um, and I know really preaching to the choir out there, but it really is. And I have really tried to really concentrate on that and made a fairly good effort. I mean, I still at times get a little frazzled and thinking, oh, okay, it's crunch time. But for the most part, if I get like that, then I turn to Luke. And what is a savior? According to the Oxford Dictionary, a savior is a person who saves someone or something from danger. And and in Christianity, a savior is God or Jesus Christ as the redeemer of sin and saver of souls. Well, do we have room in our lives for this savior? I think we do. And I think we all do. So, and then there's a thing I was reading, Joy to the World, and it was telling about the lyrics and what they meant and what the whole story of Joy to the World. And I printed it out. I'm not going to read all of it, but so when it says, joy to the world, the Lord has come, let earth receive her King, let every heart prepare him room. And so get to thinking that we need to prepare more room for God in our life. Um, and sometimes that's not easy, but oh, so important. It's one of the things that I'm going to work on myself is to make sure that he is going to be first. That's not always easy, but it's a goal. Okay. Um, so, and then it was the most wonderful time of the year. Uh, it is, um, but not for everyone. There's some people that just want to be over with it. Some things are just because they're just the busyness, and I don't think they have um, Jesus in their heart. and the reason for the season. Other people have lost loved ones, and this is the first Christmas, and that is a painful time. I remember when my mom passed away, I thought I had it all handled. I just went through, and I remember I insisted on having the Christmas book club dinner. I insisted on this, and Christmas Day was okay. And Christmas night, we have a lot of people come over, my daughter-in-law's family and a lot of friends. And I remember I couldn't go downstairs and join the fest. I just couldn't do it. I just like totally lost it. And so you just never know. So I totally can understand where some people just like let it be over. And it has nothing to do with not believing. It's just that it hurts. And so I think we need to keep those people in our prayers and in our minds. But it does seem to me that it is more of a joyous time. People seem friendlier. You see more smiles. You see kindness. That's the part I like about it. And I love all the decorations. And sometimes I think they're too much decorations when, like we were talking about that in study yesterday too. So, but if that makes them happy, it's not of my concern. So I was reading at the end Matthew. Luke and Matthew is so important this time of year. But Matthew 1:21, she will bear a son, and you shall call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins. We should be excited over this verse. He died on the cross for you and me. He came to save all of us from our sin so that we may have new life for all eternity with him. This is the Christmas miracle. So when you think of it that way, we do have a lot to get excited about. And with that, I hope you'll join us Christmas Eve. We have the 4 o'clock family service. With really, it's the children are young. They're children, and like the youth group, they will be ushering, and they will be doing the readings and the offering and giving out candles. And then we have the 7 o'clock, and then the 10 o'clock, and that's where they'll have Holy Communion. And they're all joyous. So I hope you plan to attend, or if you are attending, invite someone else. It's nothing like a Christmas Eve service. And then because it's Sunday, we have a 10 o'clock or 10:45, I'm not sure, I have to look that up, service. I believe it's 10:45 service on Sunday, just one service, and also with communion. So with that, I just want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And as I always say, when you're feeling down or need a little boost, just look up. Bye.